To your web designing class. As I've already told you, to learn web designing, it's very easy to learn it, and it will just require three things. That is, first, to learn the HTML language, and second, to learn CSS, which will be required to design, and third, that is JavaScript, that will be used to make the HTML web page dynamic. So let's start, and I will tell you two things that you will first need to do before learning it. So first, you will have to have a text editor. A text editor is a thing where you can write a text and then just save it and view it on the Chrome browser or any browser. So there are many types of text editor. First, like Notepad, second like Notepad++, and there are more like Sublime Text and many others. But here I'm using Notepad++ because I love it much. So you can use anything of your preference. Now, second thing, and which is the most important thing you need to do, is you have to have a Chrome browser. I'm saying a Chrome browser because Chrome browser is a universally accepted browser. So it should it will support all types of files. You will not have any problem with it. However, if you want, you can use any other kind of browser like Firefox, Edge, that is Internet Explorer, anything you want to use. But here I'm using Notepad++ and this Chrome browser. So that's all about it. So let's start your class. So you'll have to open the Notepad++. Here I've already done something, so I'm just shifting it to new. So here it is. It's a blank page. So from here you can open new or open any other document, anything like that. Here you can search, or here you can view things. When we'll do it, then we'll view from here, like it's showing the options. So let's start it. So in HTML, there's one most important thing, that are tags. In HTML, everything is dependent on tags. Now I will tell you what are tags. Tags are this. Anything enclosed inside it and it is supported in HTML, it's a tag. Like I'm writing a HTML, it's a tag. And a tag has opening and closing tag. So we'll have, as we have an opening tag, we'll close it. We'll have to close it because otherwise it will not work. So here we have an opening tag, and a closing tag. So now, as you have understood what are tags, these are tags. There are different types of tags. Mainly, there are two types of tags. First, the tags which you need to close, like this one, like HTML. And there are other types of tags which are just open. There is no requirement to close them. We'll study about them in the later classes, or however maybe you can learn it here if I use it. So let's see. So after it, you will have to understand how we can make a very simple web page using only HTML, no CSS, no JS. So as I have told you, it is only HTML. So one thing you might have already seen, many people write here like doctype. Doctype is a declaration. You are telling the Windows that it is a HTML file. So it's nothing but a declaration. If you won't write it, it will work fine. But you should write it as it is a orthodox process. So if you don't write it, no problem, it will still work. So after it, I will give you a small example. When you see a person, what do you see from top to bottom? You first see a head, then his body. So here also there's HTML. It's just take it as a body. Okay, what will it have? It have a head tag. And head tag is one of them which we need to close also. So we will just make a closing tag like this. A closing tag is just this slash. So this is a head tag. So what we'll put inside a head? What is inside a head tag? Our brains. So like it, here will be the title of the page. What will be shown in the web page, the title, it will be given here. So now we will start a title tag. Sorry, I just missed T. So it's a title tag. We need to close it. Okay. Now we will have to make a closing tag also. title tag is closed. Now what we will write inside a title tag? You can write anything, whatever you want to make the title of a web page. Like I want to write here that this is the first web page. So I have just made title like this, that this is the first web page. So it's all. In this head tag you can also insert the links and many things which we'll learn in later classes. For now you just have to remember that after HTML you need to start a head tag, then a title tag, you need to start a head tag, then a title tag, like this, and you need to close them also, and then head tag again. So after this we'll start a body tag. Here's a body tag, we need to close it also. So here will be body, it's closed. Now what we'll put inside a body tag? You can write anything here, and this is the part which will be which will be shown to the user of your page. Whatever you write here, it will be shown to the user. And you will have to write that thing also in text. So like for heading, I want to put a heading there. We will have to use a H tag, H1 tag. There are many types of H tag like H1, H2, H3, H4, H5. But here I'm first telling you what is H1. Just take it as a heading tag, and it also need to be closed. H1. Sorry, it's closed. Now I'm putting a heading like how to make a web page. Okay, it's my heading. Now I want to write a paragraph about it. So what we'll use? Simple P tag, that is a paragraph tag. It also needs to be closed, so you'll close it. See, I am opening and closing the tags at a time, because if you won't do it, you will just forget it. It's a problem. I also faced it. So it's the best way that when you open a tag, you just close it at the same time. So I'm going to write a paragraph about it, how to make a web page. Like for making, just type it, or for making a web page, you need a text editor and a browser. So I made the paragraph here. Okay, now it's done. A simple web page will contain only this. For you, as you're a beginner, you just only need to learn this much for the first time. So it's done here. Now you will have to save it. So how can you save it? Just go to this option and click here. Here also I'm going to tell you one thing, that you make a folder on your desktop and name it HTML tutorial or anything you like. You just save all these things here only. So I am just what should I name it? I'll just name it demo 3. And next part is very important. You will have to make a .html point here and no gaps. Okay, just name and then .html. It's very important because it will declare to the system that it is a HTML file and it will take it as a HTML file. So now you just have to go and click the save button, and it's done. Now you can see all the things have been changed here, like to blue color. So we'll have to view it, and we'll view it from here. Click on view, single click, and then go to any of your preferred browser. I'm going to Chrome, and you can see here's our web page. How to make a web page? It's a heading, and for paragraph I'm writing this. So I'm just gonna make you see how you can add more things. Like if I'm gonna write anything else and then pressing Ctrl save, just go to that and F5, that is to refresh. You can see that it's visible here. Okay, so I hope you understood this much. There are two, three things more. As I told you, there are many types of H tags, that is H1, H2, H3. Now, I'll make you see what will happen when you use a H2 tag. It's nothing. It's to make a heading like H1 tag's heading. It will be much bolder than H2's tags. So, like I'm using H2 tag here now. I'll just change this to H2 and here H2. Okay, so I can save it, Control S and Alt tab to this, and you can just refresh it from here also. Like you can see, when I used H1, the heading was bold, much bolder than H2. So it's same like this. When you H3, H4, the heading will, start to be in small size, like it's up to 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more. Now I'll just change it. 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, H2. Now just here. So we'll just change it. H3, H4, H5, 5, H6. So solid. Now we'll have to Control S and Alt tab to this window, and we'll have to refresh it so you can see. You can see it. First heading, that is H1, H2, H3, H4, all the way to H6. So it's like this. Now I'm going to tell you one amazing thing which you can use. You can make the use of that thing and just move this text along. This thing is not taught in the first class, but I'm just to increase interest in this video, I'm going to tell you how much you can do only with HTML. You don't need CSS to do it. You don't need anything to do it. You can just use one simple thing, and many unique things you can do only in HTML, only with the use of HTML. So I'm just putting here one more tag, that is marquee tag. Okay, and I need to close it, and you will see what a thing will provide you. Marquee tag. Oh, sorry, I didn't close it. Sorry for that. Okay, now it's closed. It's all done. Just Control S, Alt tab to this window, and just refresh it. So you can see whatever was inside that marquee tag is moving. So it's one of the many things which you can do with HTML. So that's all for this video, and stay tuned for the next tutorial. And I know I didn't taught much, but जितना मैंने आपको बताया वो इसलिए बताया ताकि आपका इंटरेस्ट हो इसमें. आप पहली वीडियो देख के समझ जाएंगे कि आपका इंटरेस्ट है या नहीं है. So stay tuned for the next video. Thank you very much.